Hey guys, welcome to the horror playthrough. This is my friend Percy.
And that's my friend Nix.
And today we're going to be having a discussion about some of our childhood fears.
So, did you want to go first?
No.
Oh, okay. We're starting with me. Okay, so my first childhood fear that I could actually really remember, I wasn't a scared kid. I really didn't have childhood fears up until I was 10 years old. But my first one that I actually remember is kind of crazy. I was scared of sentient tornadoes.
What?
I was scared of sentient tornadoes.
I've never heard that before. That's crazy.
So, one of my favorite movies when I was a kid was Twister. And I would sit on the floor and I would drink grape juice and I would watch it and I would have a good time. And then I went to bed one night and I had a nightmare about a tornado chasing me in my backyard, and it was sentient and it knew where I was at all times, and its only goal was to kill me.
That is insane, I fear. Wow. I don't know what to say about that, actually. That's really odd. I love you, Percy, but that is so odd.
I had reoccurring nightmares for 2 years about tornadoes chasing me. And it didn't it did not help that my brother almost died in a tornado 2 weeks after the first one.
Oh,
I'm crying. But
I can see that. Anyways, we're gonna move on to one of my fears. I still have this one to this day, guys. I was terrified of ladybugs.
Ladybugs?
They freak me out. I am terrified of them. They freak me out.
Why?
And it's so bad because I'll explain if you give me a moment, Percy. It sucks because where I'm at right now, the bathroom is full of ladybugs all the time. They're just in there. I put my stuff down for 1 second, and it's covered in ladybugs. But, so there's 2 main reasons. One of the reasons is they release pheromones from their knees to fend off predators, and for some reason that makes me really uncomfortable, because don't do that. You know? I just don't like it. I wish it wouldn't. It's working. I am the predator to the ladybugs, and it's fending me off. But the story of how it actually started is, when I was little, my mom and I would move around a bit, and we wound up staying, at this little place, and it was kind of secluded a little bit in the woods, so we went on a walk down some of the paths, and we wound up at this little, circular meadow kind of thing, and in the center, there was just a patch of unmowed grass. Not a patch, it was a giant circle of unmowed grass. It was creepy, but it was filled with ladybugs, and they flew out in a swarm. And I don't know why, but that terrified me. I was 6 years old.
Sounds terrifying.
Yeah. So that's my first fear.
So my next one is a little more grounded in reality-ish. So I want to preface this by saying I am an anime fan. I love anime. And one of my favorite animes is Tokyo Ghoul. Now, spoiler warning for those who haven't read or watched the anime. This is your warning right here. If you don't want spoilers, we'll add a timestamp to after this story, so you can skip over it. So there's a scene about halfway through the manga where the main character, Ken Kaneki, is getting tortured, and he gets a centipede shoved in his ear. I was fine with centipedes before this. I am not fine with centipedes now. This happened when I was 13 years old when I read this. And it has bothered me ever since. I've had nightmares about it. I freak out at the idea of centipedes.
You know, that's entirely fair. I didn't like them anyway. I feel like that would have made me worse as a person.
It did make me worse. I can't with them. They're... Ugh.
It would have affected me psychologically.
It did. It did.
Yeah.
It changed me as a person, I fear.
Is that why you're how you are?
Wow.
You gonna answer?
No. You know why.
I know you know how to. I know you know how to talk. You don't shut up. Tell me the answer. Guys, we're friends. I swear.
Guys,
I'm so nice. We're so nice.
Nix hates me. Actually.
Guys, I would never. I'm gonna edit it out. I'm gonna edit you saying that out of this video.
Wow, you're silencing me.
Yeah, because you say stupid shit.
You say stupid shit.
Okay. At least mine's funny. Anyway, my second fear. One second. I had a list. Give me a second.
I had mine memorized.
I'm afraid of a lot of things. Okay, I had to narrow it down. I'm full of fear all the time. Oh, okay. So, this is gonna sound probably pretty weird. And I need you guys to not talk to me about it, because I don't want to acknowledge how weird it is. I'm afraid of, like, baby strollers. They really freak me out. I don't know. When I was, like, 12, you know, on the internet way too early, there was this trend going around where they would just, like, jump scare. They would, like, edit videos of, like, random images popping out of baby strollers, and I couldn't walk around outside and see one without, like, having a meltdown. And it would be, like, the most fake, badly edited thing. Like, it'd be, oh, here's a video of a lovely little woman pushing a baby stroller, and I'm gonna open it up, and here I'm gonna throw, like, 17 spiders at you. But I was 12, and it really freaked me out.
Understandable.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna keep that in mind.
That's about it.
Just psychologically torture you.
Yeah. So yeah, anything else?
Well, we've already covered all my fears, so instead of talking about that, I have decided we're gonna discuss how creepy I was as a child.
I know about this one, guys.
Okay, so, when I was like 3 or 4, I had just moved to, like, the area I live now, and apparently I would sit in the bathroom, like, facing a corner, laughing and talking to someone who wasn't there. It was this girl named Elizabeth, apparently, and my parents would freak out. In the same house, I also had, like, a haunted, like, you know the cooking things that kids have? I had a princess-themed one, and it would just go off in the middle of the night, randomly. But I would freak my parents out. I also watched my first horror movie at, like, 3 years old, and it, in fact, did not scare me. It was Child's Play. Child's Play, my beloved. I did not get freaked out.
That's crazy.
I did not get freaked out by any horror movie until I was about 9 years old, and it was my first time watching The Conjuring. And that one really got me. That one scared me a lot. I couldn't finish it the first time I watched it, because I was 9.
I love The Conjuring.
The Conjuring, my beloved.
My beloved.
My beloved. That's not all of the freaky stuff that's happened to me. I'm pretty sure the last house I lived in was haunted. Like 95% sure. Yeah.
I believe it.
I was just a creepy kid, and I remain a creepy adult.
You are a creepy adult. You
Wow.
scare me.
Good. Fear me.
Just like the fish. Women want me. Fish fear me. Did it take you a second?
It did.
Yeah. Okay. So, My third and final fear. You guys ready for this?
I'm ready for this.
This one's gonna be, kind of cliche. I'm sorry. But the reason is a little silly. So, as a kid, I was absolutely terrified of worms. Petrified. Cause they're so spooky. I'm not afraid of them now. I love picking those guys up out of the ground and feeding them to the fish.
You remember how I was saying I was creepy 2 minutes ago?
Yeah.
Yeah, during that time I had a pet worm named Wormy.
That's so funny. You would have been my biggest enemy as a kid.
I'm your biggest enemy now.
You're right, I hate you, and you know why.
It's because I'm gay.
No, it's because you're stupid.
Wow.
I love you. I love you.
I love you too.
Thank you. Anyways, so I don't know. I just kept having nightmares about worms. It was 2 days after I figured out what a worm was. I was 5. I don't know why I didn't know what worms were before that, but I saw a worm when I was outside with my mom, and I was like, "What the heck is that thing?" And she goes, "That's a worm. They live in the dirt." And I was like, "What are they? What? Can it hurt me?" She goes, "Only if it's inside you."
Why was that the answer?
I don't know. She's like, I think she was just trying to make sure I didn't eat it, but then I had nightmares of worms coming out of my eyes and my ears and stuff.
That's so bad.
It's so funny though.
It's so funny.
Yeah. Like I said, the fear is one that several children have, but the reason is really stupid.
We were odd children.
Yeah, just a little. Anyways, that's all my fears.
We already talked about how weird I am, so I got nothing else.
You wanna, do the thing?
The thing?
Our friends?
What? Oh,
we
so if you like the music you hear in the video that Nyx edits in, you can find them over at our friend's channel at Screams and Scores.
Yes. Anyways, that's about all for today, guys.
Bye.
That's our video. I hope you enjoy it. See you later.
Bye.